we are going to bring in the guys from Silvertung.
Yes.
So we're going to slowly start bringing them in here. Gentlemen, how are you?
What is up?
Hey.
Hello.
Like the Brady Bunch in here. Almost. We're missing. We got Jared. We can get two more people. We got the Brady Bunch going on here.
Hey.
Yeah. How do you point? Down.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jimmy's above me, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
So, guys, welcome to the show. I know it's been a while coming. I know I've wanted to get you guys on the show for a little while. And Speed and I just happened to have opened up some dialogue with each other about some stuff. And the show just happened to happen all of a sudden. And now you guys are here with us. So I will do what I normally do when I start with a band. Tell us where Silvertung started and bring us to the current day Silvertung.
Ooh, wow. 2000 BC is when we started. No, just kidding. Silvertung probably started around, I would say around 2006, 7, somewhere around there. And here we are now, 2022. So that was pretty much the answer you were looking for, right?
Yep, that'll work. However you guys want to explain that, that's totally fine with me. So tell me what's been going on lately. I know you guys got a lot of stuff going on. You guys are getting ready to head out with let me make sure I'm right. Tantric and Smile Empty Soul. You're going to be playing Blue Ridge Rock Festival. So you've got that going on. You just finished doing a tour, correct?
A short one, yes.
Okay.
We did a short run. But now we're looking at much, much bigger things coming up very, very quickly. I know I'll speak for myself. I'm super excited. I'm sure these guys are super excited as well.
Yeah, no, you could just speak for yourself.
Yeah. There you go.
Just mild excitement,
Yeah.
Just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, there's so much going on. I mean, there's a lot that's happening in the back in the backside of everything. But yeah, we're kind of focusing on the tour a little bit. We're not 100% there yet, so I know our mindset is going to be there, but we'll probably weeks before we hit it. So I'll say this much: this is a tour that Silvertung was not expecting to do this year. Coming from, I'm sure if anyone does know who we are, you've noticed a bunch of new faces here. About 2 years ago, the entire band walked away, and kind of left me standing here with like, I got all these songs, guys. I got all this go, And one by one, my drummer Andy, go ahead and raise your hand, Andy.
That's me.
He's filling in with some shows with us, and he wasn't sure if he was going to stick around. We came back from doing Rockfest and everything, and he was like, you know what? He said, I'm digging this. He said, I'm staying. And I was super happy because I was hoping that he was going to change his mind. Did I get that?
About staying?
Nailed it, man.
All right. So Jimmy, how did you get into it?
Mostly just answering the ad that Speed had out, and it was an actual like happenstance kind of thing because I had just left my band that I was kind of pretty much invested in for a while, and I was just getting back into music, and I really caught like the music fever. Like I've been in bands for like 20 years, and I took like a long break. I had a big family, and I kind of just like put music on the shelf for a little bit. And I came back to it, and the band I was in just wasn't really cutting the teeth. I couldn't really, I felt very unfulfilled in the band, and I needed something more. And so I kept looking, and Speed ended up answering the ad and said, hey, why don't we hop on a call? And we pretty much hit it off almost immediately, like-minded, the same drive. Like it was like a match, like instantly. I still had to try out so I was still a little worried about making it in, but I still felt like from that initial conversation, like I was like, yes, this is it. I'm in the band. This is gonna work out. We're gonna do something. So it was very exciting. Like from day one, meeting Speed, just talking with him on the phone, like the passion that he has for music and that comes through in his voice just on the phone. Like it's crazy. So you could see why this band has been still around, and he's just been bringing people in that want to actually do stuff. And it's been a really awesome experience.
Great. Mark, how about you?
Very similar to Jimmy's story, but it started differently because I came in not as prepared as I should have been. So I kind of flowed my first rehearsal, but was professional enough to come back and do it better.
Yeah, it was really, really funny because we gave him a bunch of songs to learn, and he came in and you could tell that he listened to them. but in between songs, he's sitting there and he's ripping the guitar, and I'm like, so Andy and I walk out of the room and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, man. This dude can rip, and he's not ripping a Silvertung. So then Mark, being the professional that he is, he called me up and he said, look, man, here's a situation. I didn't know if you guys are going to rob me. You're going to kill me. I didn't know what you guys are going to do. So I didn't put 100% into this.
Yeah.
And we were like, fair enough. So he come back in the second time, and well, I guess you see the result.
Yeah. The rest is history.
So I will tell you the one thing that I like about doing this show and about doing the sound radio station is if I wasn't doing any of this, there would probably be bands I hadn't heard of. And Silvertung probably being one of them. You guys are from Maryland. I first found you guys when a single got submitted to us for Ain't That a Bitch.
Mm.
So we started playing that. And then I loved it. And we're still playing it. As a matter of fact, I just looked. It's got a couple of requests sitting there. It's getting ready to play on the station now. And then I'm not sure who sent me the email, but gave me a list of songs. And then I went with Devil's Advocate. And that song is slowly climbing our Dirty 30. I think it's up to number 14 now, or number 12, something like that. So that's been the cool thing about being a part of this is I probably would have never met you guys. I probably would have never talked to you. Who knows if I would have even heard your music, but because of this, I get to talk to you guys. I've heard your music. And if you look at what is that, stats on Spotify.com or whatever it is.
Yes.
Silvertung's got 5 songs in my top 20 right now. So,
thank you.
I'm really digging you guys. I really like the sound. But I want to roll into the video for Devil's Advocate. Now I know there's only one of you that's actually in the video. But I do want to roll into the video, give everybody a taste of what Silvertung is about, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more. You guys cool with that?
Oh yes.
Right on.
All right, there you have it. That is Devil's Advocate, and of course that is from Silvertung, who is with us on the show right now. Guys, I mean, that I love the tune, and I know it's not like for you guys, it's not new, but for a lot of us, it's new. And Lisa said it has that old school rock metal vibe to it. I fucking dig it. That's all it is. I dig it. So
it's I as I'm watching the video, I'm getting glimpses of like I feel like a Metallica vibe a little bit. For me, that's what I was hearing and seeing. I've actually seen you guys perform before. I'm actually from Fredericksburg, Virginia, so I'm pretty sure I saw you at Hard Times a few years ago.
Yes.
Were you out there with Non-Point?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. And it's got the old school metal vibe, but it's still current. I absolutely love it. Well done.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's not like we're really going for the old school feel. I just think that's kind of like a part of what we do. I think that kind of comes out in some of my writing personally, I think. But like even with the new stuff that the current members and myself are working on now is it's a little different. So if you're digging this, think about this on steroids, because that's kind of where we're going with all the new stuff. So if you do like it,
Nice.
You're gonna love the new stuff.
I hear you. But
Right.
wait, there's more.
exactly.
And that's I was going to ask you guys about that, because obviously you've got the, you know, the touring coming up and Blue Ridge and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, what's in the works recording wise? And, you know, is there going to be something dropping soon or?
And you guys want to take it?
I don't know what
how
we're
much
allowed to
to let
talk
out
about
there.
and what we're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah.
I think Speed, this one's for you.
What's said here stays
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Right.
We're not live at all.
Well, we are going through writing sessions like crazy. This is why I say we're like so busy in the backside of everything, because like we have this tour coming up and we're preparing for that. We have a show tomorrow night or a Friday night, and we're preparing for that. But in the meantime, we're sending tracks back and forth. We're getting together. We're rehearsing these songs, and there's like so much on our plate right now. We weren't expecting to be at this point in 2020. We were thinking of like, you know, maybe, you know, in October or something, we'd start writing, but things just started to click so quickly with us that it just, the floodgates opened up unexpectedly. And we were just like, oh shit, now what do we do? So we just put the pedal to the floor and just said, let's go after it. And you guys have been truly amazing. I mean, they're all great musicians, but I mean, just amazing as people, that have really helped me out a lot, because I was kind of drowning in the whole thing, because we're not signed to a label. We're all independent. Everything that has to get done gets done from the members that you see here. It is 100% us, all the way down to you order a t-shirt, I mail it out to you.
As a matter of fact, I was just on your website tonight looking at the t-shirts. I like the t-shirts. So
Oh, thank you.
I'm a t-shirt whore, so I'll be ordering one.
A lot of cool merch on there.
Thank you, because we need some diesel gas.
I hear you.
Right.
Every time, do you really need another black shirt? Well, absolutely, I do. I don't have one that has this band on it.
What day are you actually playing Blue Ridge?
We will be there on Friday, September the 9th.
Okay. Do you know your set time yet? Can you reveal your set time yet or no?
Actually, I haven't received the email for that just yet. I'm waiting for that, but I would more than happy send it over to you guys without a doubt. I do know that we're there on the same day as Mudvayne's reunion, so I'm like stoked.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be some shit right there.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah, somebody put in the comment right here. Don't forget the vinyls.
Oh,
That's another thing I saw on the
Oh,
website is that vinyl is silver, and
there's a white one.
badass.
Yep, there's a silver one and a white one. And a lot of the songs that are on there are songs that were, when we were signed, were on another album and have been re-released on that. And the other album that we had prior to, in between what you guys are listening to and what was a little bit more recent, will very, very soon we'll be able to re-release that again. The album was called But at What Cost? And we will finally get a chance to re-release this again very, very shortly. And this, if you like Devil's Advocate, you're gonna love a ton of these, because it wasn't out very long before the pandemic hit, and then everything, it was like the pandemic hit and everything just left. So it was like, okay, here we go. I mean, a lot of people in the industry were like, dude, you should just give up. And I'm like, yeah, you're an asshole now.
Yeah.
Right.
So the dialogue started between Speed and I, and most people who are watching that are members of bands, if you call me up or if you send me an email saying, hey, we want to come down and play a show, I'm probably going to figure out how to make it happen. And so we did make it happen. So, but there's probably going to be a couple more on neither side of this, but September 16th at the Juke Joint in Ocean Springs, it will be Love the Hate, Silvertung, and Awaken the Giant.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Oh, I don't know if I can make that show.
What a lineup.
So that will be coming up in September. Lisa knows where the Juke Joint is. You know how to get there.
I do. I already have 9 shows that month. I am so booked out for shows. My including Blue Ridge. If I have a job at the end of September, I will be surprised.
Right.
Wow. But yeah, so that was how the dialogue opened up, and we were able to get that show together. Hopefully we can get another one the day before, and then we're working on another one a couple days later. So hopefully we can get them together for a little bit and building a good relationship with you guys. So
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for
I've got a question for
inviting us
Steve.
on the show, and then also having us in your neighborhood to hang out. A bunch of boys from Maryland just hanging out with you.
my whole thing is if I like it, somebody else has got to fucking hear it. So I got to bring you guys down so everybody else hears it.
Right.
Thank you. And we hope that we hope that a ton of people are going to get into this, because I think if you've never seen Silvertung, you're probably what was is not what is. So it's a huge difference. I know for myself, but visually, performance-wise, if you've never seen Silvertung before, now is definitely the time to see it, because
Definitely.
I know we can make it any better than this.
I know Abe. I've seen Abe in the comments. He's another one of our admins, and he saw you back along when you was with Carbon Stone and that playing that little mini festival, and he has not stopped talking about Silvertung since.
Oh,
there he is.
There he is. But yeah, I've got a question for you, Speed.
Yes.
So we've touched on, the band disbanded you a couple of years ago, and you had to rebuild the band basically. So when they disbanded you, did you feel like, right, that's the end of it? That's the end of the band? And how does it make you feel now? You're playing Blue Ridge a couple of years later. You've got all these shows coming up. You've got new content coming out. How does it make you feel seeing that transition of, I was on my own and now we're doing this?
I think after the initial blow of everybody walking away, I was kind of lost, probably for about a month. I didn't know what to do, and we had already had shows booked that were contracts. So I was kind of lost. So I just started calling up a bunch of friends of mine, and we got hooked up. Thank God for them. They were able to help me save the shows. But the whole time, we were out there playing, it wasn't the same. And I didn't expect it to be, but I was kind of like a lost puppy. I was just kind of like, I've got to figure this out. Because now I have no label, I have no band. It was kind of like I kind of got slapped with reality of like, this is either you or you kill it all now, because if you're gonna do it, this is the best time to do it. You can always say, hey, it was COVID. COVID killed the band, but no, it was tough. It was really, really tough, because I realized what was going to be on my plate, and to try to rebuild this was going to be really, really hard. But I'm extremely, extremely fortunate for the support that I have around me, and then the new guys in the band, Andy and Mark and Jimmy. These guys have gone beyond what I thought, because I'm usually the guy behind everything, trying to make everything happen, push everybody to this direction and that direction. Hey man, don't forget this, don't forget that. Still do that a little bit, but nowhere near what I used to. And these guys have been pretty amazing, stepping up to the plate and just knocking it out of the park. So from where I was an extreme struggle for me. But now I feel very relieved. And again, I feel extremely fortunate for the guys that I do have around me.
All right. Well,
Love
got
it.
I was told to ask y'all about what is Monday Madness.
Something we're not a part of.
Mark comes in every now and then.
Yeah, rarely.
He doesn't. Mark's the quiet guy behind the scene. He's like,
Oh yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he'll troll the comment section.
Or that, yeah.
yeah.
Anything I could do to make it worse.
Yeah, there it goes. Y'all should join us on Twitch for Monday Madness.
Yeah, absolutely. Twitch is insane. We have such a blast there. It's just a place where we go, and whoever shows up in the band shows up. There's no certain member that has to be there. It's just whoever shows up, we just hang out with the fans and just get crazy. And the thing is you never know what we're going to talk about. I mean, it could go from the band's doing this to somebody's kid did this to somebody had an accident today. Everything that you could think about. And it's there for that reason, because we just want the fans just to enjoy the interaction with us, not always being at a show and not always asking for merch or be at our show. This is kind of our way of giving back and just saying, hey, thanks for everything that you guys do to support us. So, hopefully we make your Monday better. Because we have a little slogan that kind of goes, thanks for joining us here on Monday Madness.
Where Mondays don't suck anymore.
I love it.
Yeah,
So
I think that started as like a like you have no band and like it was COVID and there's nothing else to do. Like why not connect with the fans type thing?
Yeah.
And then as we started, rebuilding the band, it kind of like, well, let's try to improve this show. We can add more people. We can do more stuff. And I suggested we move it to Twitch, so we could also do. I mean, I think Andy plays a couple video games and stuff. I know I play a couple. Mark plays as well. So we were kind of thinking like, hey, on Twitch we could like do like game streams and still interact with fans and just more stuff to. It's all about the fan interaction. So that's really what it kind of started as, and we're just kind of trying to improve upon that. So, like, yeah, we're going to keep Monday Madness going, but we're also trying to add more stuff too. I think Mark's even talked about like doing some like playthroughs with some of the guitar licks and stuff. So
yeah, some car repair videos.
Keep it real, man. Keep it real.
How to make a curry.
Hey, at the end of the day, though, fans just want to realize that you're just the same as them. We're all just people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you get to bring the fans in and take them, be more of an eye-to-eye level.
Absolutely. I changed the oil in my own car.
Hey.
Yeah, we can discuss hair care products. I mean,
absolutely.
Whatever you want.
How to dye hair correctly, because I don't know how to dye hair correctly.
Get your hair care tips here.
Exactly.
Right. Hey, look.
Mark's got some really
look, and I can say this because I'm from the UK. Even the Queen wipes her own ass.
There you go.
Does she?
It's debatable. It's debatable.
Very true. That is debatable. But that's the whole point of it is just to be real with the fans and just and it's amazing because the fans have created this thing called the Tongue Nation. We were not smart enough to do that, so they did that. And when they first came out with it, we were like, they were like, #1, Silvertung, the Tongue Nation rules. And I'm like, what the hell is this Tongue Nation? What's this? So they actually dubbed themselves, which is really, really cool. And now they're like a huge family. They meet out for dinners. They hang out with each other. Their kids go to school together, whatever they have. But carpool to shows, they go see other shows, which we encourage to go see other bands too, so that because there's tons of great music out there. So don't lock yourself down on us. Go see other bands too, and just share the love, because we're all in this together. So
I saw a comment earlier. It said somebody, all the bands that have been on the show tonight, please come up to somewhere in Missouri. And I was, how cool of a tour would that be with Kingdom Collapse, Etched Embers, Transient, and Silvertung?
Make it happen.
I need to know at least 6 months in advance because that's how far in advance I plan my shows.
Me too,
My
because I'll
calendar
have
fills
to
up
jump
quickly.
in
I
my
need to
canoe
get
to come
flight
over.
details. So please let me know so I can make sure I'm there.
Well, we are going to be setting up some 2023 show tours. So because we got some new music we want to get out there to you guys, and we're stoked.
Good.
And
Message us.
2 in the chamber and 2 in the works. So
nice. So if anybody's looking to find Silvertung, how can they find you? Social media, website, what's the best?
silvertung.com, and from there you can catch any platform that we're on, all the way down to Linktree.
Gotcha. Well, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. And we look forward to seeing you guys September 16th for sure. So
Yes, thank you guys so much for taking the time and having us on here. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
I like to say it's all our pleasure.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
that's what we're here for. A little bit of an outlet to, I'm sure that you probably gained a few new fans tonight. So if that's how it ended up, that's exactly what it was all about for. So
Fantastic. And everybody that's listening, if you like us, man, please let us know and come join the family. Tongue Nation is all about you.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thanks,
you guys have a good one.
All
And
right.
we'll
You
see
as
you in
well.
September.